Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to Gray Main Gaming. Thank you for joining me once again in Dreamlight Valley. Yes, we are here on our Wednesday edition. I think we only do Wednesdays now. It just isn't that much content for Dreamlight Valley to. Remember, we used to do it every day. I'd be in here every morning and we do like the daily show. Oh, I miss that. I miss those times. I mean, because we had stuff to do. But you know what? It is what it is, and everything has to move along. Life just keeps on moving, right? And so we just kind of have to adjust with it. I'm gonna go. This thing is annoying me. I'm gonna grab it right now. So we're here on Wednesday. Today is tax day. I hope you have got your taxes in order and you are paying the federal government. Not that any of them deserve to be paid. I mean, we're paying them we're paying them no matter what side you're on or what side you believe in, or if you believe in any sides. You're handing them your money to do a job, and they just aren't doing the job. I mean, very rare. They spend more time arguing about each other than they do about actually doing stuff for the country. So it is what it is. But I'm not going to get into politics on here. I'm just saying today's tax day, so I hope that your taxes went easy on you and you are, you're filed and all set to go. Aside from that, that's all there is today. We have except for if you're in Dreamlight Valley, we have the premium shop, the new content, and we're going to check that out. Let's go check out Scrooge's store first before we start talking about stuff. We're going to do comments today, too. I haven't done comments in a long time, and I apologize because I see a lot of older comments that I have not answered. I apologize that I missed them. It's my own fault. I just haven't checked, and I am very sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not whatever. I'm just lazy lately. I've been doing so much work, and I had to go to the doctors yesterday. I had to drive yesterday to Vermont. Well, Allie drove me because I don't like drive. I hate that drive to Vermont. You really have to. Vermont is a nice state. Okay, now I'm coming from New York and crossing the ferry, going over across Lake Champlain. Probably half of you don't know what that is, but or more. But if you look up like Lake Champlain, it was really, really popular. We have like all these like great historical moments here. We've got like Fort Ticonderoga. Of course, you've all used a Ticonderoga pencil. It comes from the plant in Ticonderoga. You've heard of all that. You've heard of probably the Battle of Plattsburgh. All this stuff that happened to shape our country. And so that all happened around here. Anyway, crossing the ferry. It has all this like historical stuff. Really good stuff to see. But I've seen it 1,000 times. But driving through Vermont, a lot of country, a lot of farms, a lot of very rural area. But the native Vermonters drive like freaking maniacs. I mean, we were on the highway heading to Burlington, and the people from, we were like probably going just a little bit over the speed limit, maybe 60, and on the highways the speed limit is 55 over there, so maybe 60. I don't like to drive fast because I'm afraid that we live in a very wooded and lots of fields, lots of woods, lots of mountains, and there's a lot of deer, there's moose, and they always run out in front of cars. So we're very cautious about how fast we drive because we want to be able, if you hit a moose at like 60 miles an hour, yeah, you know what? You're doing some damage to you and the animal. So we're very cautious. That's kind of why like Allie drives a lot, because I'm always looking out. I've got my eyes peeled on the road for animals. I don't want to hurt animals. Anyway, the native Vermonters drive like maniacs. They are crazy on the highway. It's like we're going 60 miles an hour and they're flying past us like 80. And I mean, we saw 3 cops and no one gets pulled over. I'm like, what? This is Vermont, man. This isn't like, yeah, it was just I don't like driving over there. I just don't like driving in Vermont, and not my thing. I like Vermont as a state. I like the area. Burlington is a beautiful city. It's a college town. It has the University of Vermont, which is a medical center, which is where I have to go sometimes because that's where I had my kidney removed, and they had to check on me. And so, so it is quite a lovely town, but they drive like maniacs. I don't care what. Listen, yeah. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. Let's go check out Scrooge's store. Enough talking, Gray. Oh, right. That's a fetching dress I just saw in the window. What is that? Let's all look over here. Look at this dress. 3,000 for the violet ombre sleeved gown. I'm going to buy it because I had someone in the comments that I'm going to read today say you should buy all the clothes. So I'm going to buy this. That's a lot of cannolis, though. All right, I've just bought a dress now. I'm not going to wear it, but I bought it. All right, what else do we have? We have a toilet, which we never use. We have, this is new, all right. We've got the natural wood vertical rafter from Pocahontas. Very nice. I like it. And what else? We've got this, I've already got. All right, yep, all of it. Good to go. And let us see what we have. No, you may not. Nothing here that's new. What's behind here? Is this part of that? I think so, yeah. And no. We have this from Pocahontas, the Yahakin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yahakin wallpaper. All right. I hope I probably did not say that right. I probably did not do that any justice at all, but whatever. All right. I've never seen this ladder before. I have it though. Another toilet we don't need. All right. That is it. We got a couple of cool things, so I'm happy. I'm happy with it. All right. Let us go and check out the premium shop. And then we will do comments, and we will do dogs and cats. Olaf, stop following you, little stalker. Everywhere I go, he's always there, chattering away. I'm just going to stand over here because I want to get away from... Oh, gee, everywhere I go, there's somebody. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand on the stairs. There we go. Okay. Let us check out the premium shop for this week. The event ends in 6 days if you haven't done your Easter stuff yet. Okay. Oh, we got a BB8 in the house. Oh, I'm definitely going to get that. BB8 is in the house. Look at that. I love it. And you get a headband. Oh, wait, go back. Go back, Gray. Quit hitting buttons. You don't know what they do. And you get a headband. Oh, man, that is awesome. Look at that. It looks like... it's a little weird looking, to be honest. That is real. So you got to reach friendship level 5 with BB8 to get the headband. All right, that is very cool. I am definitely going to pick that up. I gotta like remind myself to come into Dreamlight Valley throughout the week because I always forget. And we're playing Starfield now, and that's taking up a lot of my time. We got the Cozy Star Observatory for 3,000. We've got the Celestial Pond for 1,200. We've got the Celestial Stunner Ensemble for 1,750. We've got the Enchanted Floating Set for 1,500. We have got also the Fortune Teller Dress for 1,500 and the Fortune Teller Tent. That's pretty cool. For 3,000. Very nice. You got the Linen Ensemble, 1,000. The Rapunzel Costume Dress for 1,750. We've got the Bunny Costume Plushie, which I already own. That would have run me... That's 1,000. Okay. We got the Handheld Plushie for 1,000. We've got the Cloud Cottage for 3,750. The Rosy Cloud Turtle for 2. Celebration Jasmine Ensemble, 1,750. The Aurora Costume Dresses for 15. We've got the Whimsical companion pack. I don't know why I spent money on that. 1,600. I would, yeah. Same thing for the other one. 20% off. We've got Abigail and Amelia Geese. The geese. 2,500. We got the autumnal mushroom pond for 15. The floating floral inflatable for 1,000. The bright ambition Tiana 2,500. The Renaissance Fair ensemble for 1,750. The cactus Mickey floral topiary for 1,000. We got, of course, the seasonal bundle for 20% off. The deluxe springtime valley bundle for $8,000, and that I think is it. That's all. We don't have anything free. I'll tell you what, they're getting really cheap on that stuff. All right, so that is the premium shop for this week. Very cool stuff in there. I found some really nice stuff in there that I would like to probably pick up. I'm definitely going to get me the BB8. I love Star Wars so much. So BB8. Oh no, get away from me, Mike. He's mouthy. I don't want to talk to Mike. So yeah, that is really cool. Glad that they added another Star Wars pet companion to the Valley. Very cool. And you get a headband once you reach friendship level number 5. I gotta find my mouse here. Let's find comments. Had a few comments about Starfield and people asking if it's the first time I play. I'm not going to read them because there's so many of them. People are just giving me hints on Starfield. It's not the first time I played Starfield. I did, if you look back on the channel, I did start Starfield on the Xbox, but then I quit because it was just a pain in the butt to hook up all the wires and have the I forgot what that like a broadcast whatever it was thing you have to hook up to OBS that's in your computer in order to record anything of length on the Xbox. So I just don't like doing that. You have to do that with that. You have to do that with the Nintendo. So I skipped that stuff. PlayStation has the best recording software on it. By far when it comes to consoles. So yeah, I'm not going to answer all those questions. I see a few people that were saying you should have done this, you shouldn't have done this, and you shouldn't have taken on that fleet of ships. And I'm like, you know what? Let me at them. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around deal. Remember that from Star Wars? That's the way I am too. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around. But Starfield is they've been having a lot of problems. I think someone mentioned in the comments that asked me about the Starfield problem. I guess we'll read the comments and then we'll answer them as they go. But I'm not going to answer all the Starfield comments, so if I don't answer, I apologize because there's so many of them. I just can't get to them all, so we're just gonna skip them. All right, let's see what we got here. Boy, we have a lot of comments. I'm not gonna be able to read them all, folks. We'll be here for 3 hours. I got some keywords here. We got Brenda McBride says, "Hi, Gray," and all. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. I've read that many PS5 players are having constant crashing while playing this game. Yeah, I read that. I did read that too. I read that they were having glitches. I did have a glitch. I thought it was a controller issue that I had or something, but my gun wouldn't fire in the game. So I looked it up, and it turns out there's a lot of glitches, and there's a lot of people who are crashing, can't play the game on the PS5. And yeah, it hasn't been as smooth for a lot of people who are playing it on the PS5 as it has been for people who play it, elsewhere. So that is for sure happening. Hopefully they remedy it soon because I'm enjoying Starfield. I like the story. As far as comparing it to No Man's Sky, I kind of like Starfield's feel better than, with No Man's Sky. I like No Man's Sky a lot, but it has a weird feel to it because you don't talk to a lot of people in No Man's Sky. I mean, when you're in Starfield, everywhere you turn around, you have a conversation to do, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that, inclusiveness inside the story, whereas a lot of the No Man's Sky story is very remote and very, you're on your own. And while that's nice and fun, it's just sometimes it gets a little unnerving. So I liked Starfield so far. It's probably, as I said, I played it before on the Xbox, but I think I've played further now on the PS5 than I did on the Xbox. And yeah, I do make mistakes. I'm not one of those gamers that's, listen, I don't follow instructions well. I'm like in fact, sometimes I follow, or like I don't follow instructions correctly on purpose because I just don't. I have that kind of personality where if you tell me something or you don't want me to do something, I'm probably gonna do it. just to kick the bee's nest. That's the way I am. So unfortunately, it's got me into some trouble here and there. All right. One of the comments is Owl of Omens. You got to check for heat leeches. Okay, thank you, Owl of Omens. I will do that. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I will check for heat leeches the next time I'm there. Jacob Witness says, I'm winning the $50. Okay, Jacob. Well, if you got the keywords, you got to have the keywords in the videos to win. We have a lot of keywords going on right now. I will put them up as soon as I go through the whole list. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Happy Saturday Gray from Pink Rose. Yes, I watched the splashdown. It was awesome, wasn't it? It was awesome. So yeah, I thought it was great. Happy weekend, Gray, says Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. We got Pink Rose says, great video, Gray, from Unbalanced, the Xeno Arena. That was a really fun video to make. I'm not gonna read all the comments. I apologize. Pink Rose says on arriving at New Atlantis for Starfield. Afternoon, great video. Loved hearing the dogs bark. I know they seem to bark at the most, odd times, but that's just a part of, of being a pet owner. Dogs are gonna bark, and it doesn't always work out when you're recording a YouTube video. Pink Rose says, good evening, Gray. Glad you're in a good mood. I was thinking you were getting tired of YouTube. Have a magical day. I feel like I've already read this before, but not so much tired of YouTube, but YouTube, as I've said in the last, few videos that I've done, YouTube is really at a point now where it's more AI slop than it is actual people recording video. So, I just am not really out to compete with AI slop. I'm going to do my thing on YouTube, and if it's one video every month, it's one video every month. If it's 18 videos, in a week, it's 18 videos in a week. I'm just going to do it as I do it, right? I'm going to play Starfield, and as I play, I might as well record and talk and chat with you guys while I'm doing it. And if you want to watch, okay. And if you want to win $50, okay. But I'm not going to do it just because. I'm not going to do it and, have some, grand, like, I have to put like $1 in my pocket, or I have to compete with AI or whatnot. I'm just going to do it because I'm going to do it. And that's it. So, all right. So yeah, I am back to creating more videos, but as you see, because of Starfield, hopefully that will take me to the new Dark Knight, Lego Dark Knight video game coming out in May. So, what do we have here? What do we have? We've got Brenda. Brenda McBride says, realm character quests take longer. Okay. Usually characters without a realm is shorter, except for Peter Pan, unless you consider Skull Rock a realm. Gotcha. That's understandable. I understand. Yeah, I get that. We got Chris K931 saying, thank you. I was tired of looking at the blue color of the castle on how to change the Dream Castle skin. You're welcome. We got Fireblade commenting on the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker set. People are still commenting on that. Hard to believe. And they say, thanks, I couldn't find the thief. You're welcome. Glad you found the thief. Hades kiss Snow White, says Brenda. I didn't see that. Brenda says, happy April 1st. Was that an April 1st joke? um, yeah, so Serena says, Serena8029 says, so in the Scrooge store, I would suggest you buy all of the clothing items, even if you don't want to use them. Then you will get more decor items spawning. And okay, well, thank you. Thank you for that. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Let's see. We have one more here from 2 weeks ago from Pink Rose. I'm sorry it took so long. Listen, that's just what happens. Pink Rose says, good morning, Gray. I was looking for you Monday. The Switch 2 was supposed to update. I didn't see any improvement. Anyway, have a magical day. Okay. Wonderful. Brendan McBride says, I don't play Poketopia but I've watched some of my favorite streamers play. It looks like a huge game. I think thousands of hours of playtime. Oh, okay. I have not played it yet. I want to play it, but I just don't have time. I'm trying, I have one game right now that I can play, and that's the only time I really have. Allie and I have been straight out with shows and everything else that we're doing and creating stuff and blah, blah, blah. It's just our time. And then she works, of course, and we have to sleep and, that and having to go to the doctors it's a lot. So hopefully I'll be able to find time for more gaming over the summer, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's get to the pups here because we're just rambling on. All right, today we've got, who we got? We've got 1-year-old Prince who was surrendered at the end of March because the owner says they cannot afford a vet for Prince's skin allergy. All right, listen, you're probably going to know what I'm about to say. If your dog needs to go to a vet, there are means of getting help. If your animal goes to a vet, say you lost your job, all right, and you can't bring your dog to a vet, there are means to getting help besides dropping your dog off at a nasty, disgusting kill shelter like NYCACC. You just took your dog because it has a skin allergy. Go out and get some, like a coconut oil. Find out what your dog is allergic to. You just dropped your dog off. It's going to lose its life because of a skin allergy. That doesn't make sense to me. Your poor dog. If your dog is disposed of that easily, you don't belong owning pets at all. At all. Please never get another dog. Because if you're turning your dog into a high kill shelter because of a skin allergy, because you can't go to the vets one time, all right, you can find money. I'm sure you could. I mean, that's what the internet's for. That's what we have GoFundMe for. Plenty of people are willing to, to give. You have to try. I would go to the ends of the earth for my dogs. I would go to the ends of the earth for my cat. Okay, I would do whatever it takes. I would go without eating for weeks before I would turn my animal, my pet, my companion, my loyal companion, into a shelter that is going to murder my friend. All right, that's what I'm saying. And if you don't have that kind of commitment to your animals, then you really shouldn't get animals. All right? That's what I'm saying. So, hey, if you like you can sit there and whine and bitch and complain to me about how, wrong I am or whatnot. I don't care. You know what? I don't care. The point being, that's my philosophy. That's the way I see things. If you don't have that kind of commitment to your pet, and a skin allergy is going to cost your dog its life, what an amazing day, then you don't belong owning a pet. You do not have what it takes. Sorry to say. We have got our dear friend here who has a skin allergy. His name uh, is Prince. And he is at NYCACC in Manhattan. He's 1 year old. His ID number 250025. That's 250025. He was surrendered because he has a skin allergy. And his previous owner describes him as a playful dog. While in care, Prince has been observed to jump. He jumps, okay. And Prince has allergies. He's got alopecia, CIRDC, and pyroderma. He needs to be seen by a vet. You have to be able to afford a vet, all right? You know, dogs cost money, just like cats cost money, just like you cost money, just like kids cost money. Everything costs money. Any kind of medical care costs money. If you don't have it, and you know, I'm not kind of picking on you if you don't have money. I'm just saying limit your responsibilities, because you should be well aware of these things cost a lot of money. All right, I'm going to share Prince. Hopefully he gets out of there, because what a sad excuse to bring a dog to a shelter and have it murdered by these scumbags at NYCACC. I'm going to repost him. All right, we've got Vermilion. Vermilion is also at NYCACC. He's 2 years old. He's ID number 249974. And let's see where he's at. Vermilion is also at Manhattan. Needs a home. He is available through ACC New Hope Partners. So go and click on his application. You'll see it on his post. Okay? Because NYCC, you know, they don't want to spend the time trying to adopt animals. That's the kind of scumbags they are. So you have to go through someone else. I really can't stand that place. We got Willie. Willie is, where you at, Willie? Willie is at, let me check on his profile here, because it doesn't say where he's at. He's a cute little guy. It's a little puppy, it looks like. Willie is at Clayton County, Georgia. He is ID number A as in Apple, 026745. He looks like he's not very old. High kill shelter, and they are going to kill him for space. He's a puppy. He's a puppy. Alright, this is in Clayton County, Georgia. Please call them. Again, his ID number is A as in Apple, 026745. That is for Willie. I am reposting him. We've got Joshua, who's also at Clayton County, Georgia. Joshua, he is number A as in Apple, 026745. They got to have a commitment by Friday. You can contact Clayton County, Georgia at an email. All right, this is for both Willie and Joshua. The contact is volunteers.cacc@gmail.com. All right, so that's volunteers, period, cacc@gmail.com. All right, I'm going to repost it. You'll see it. You'll see it. All right, we've got someone's just spamming the hell out of that. We got Joshua. Let's see what else we have here. We got Aiden. Aiden is at Downey, California, ACC, 1 year old. And he is number 857-62357. That is for Aiden in Downey, California. Another kind of scummy shelter. They really don't care much about their animals. But that is in Downey, California. They have a pretty crappy reputation. There's also Wolfie is there as well in Downey, California. I wish I could find the number for Downey. I'm looking really quickly here. I don't see a number there, but if you're in the area, Downey, California, ACC, I'm sure there's only one of them. And they're pretty, like, notorious anyway, so I'm going to just repost the dogs. And hopefully someone will pick up on them. Okay. All right. Do we have any more today? I think that is it for oh, we got one more. We got Marley. Beautiful little girl. I think it's a girl. Looks like a little cow. Oh, you're so cute. Marley. I almost said Riley. Marley is at Phoenix City, Alabama. Kill shelter. She will be destroyed on April the 20th, so not very much time left. She is ID number 60770473. And she is at Phoenix County. Let me see if I can find a number here. She is at, the pledges are blah, blah, blah. She got pledges if you want to pledge for her. And I don't see anything else here that would tell me where the number is. They do transport. And she's at Phoenix City, Alabama. That's all I can really tell you guys. You can go and check out her profile. They do have a Facebook. Maybe you can contact them through that if you do want to contact for Marley. She's beautiful. 2 years old. Very little pup. They also have a QR code, I believe, on the video. So if you want to scan it on your phone, please help her. Russell County, Phoenix City's Animal Shelter in Alabama. All right. That is going to do it for today, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the tips on Starfield. I will definitely take your tips into consideration. But I'm going to keep on playing. I hope you all have yourselves a magical day. You have a week to finish up your extravaganza stuff if you don't have it done, just to let you know. Be the best human being that you can be today. Don't be as good as you're going to be tomorrow, but be better than you were yesterday. I'm going to see you all in Starfield tomorrow morning. We're gonna crank another video out for Starfield. And that will do it. I don't know. We might do. It's just one of those games where you have to keep playing and playing and playing and playing. So there's probably going to be a lot of videos out as I play it, as I play through it, because I have to get, I do have to get some stuff done in there. So, they end up being longer videos. But we will continue with the contest and the keywords, and hopefully that will get a winner. We have some people who are playing already, so get in there and leave the keywords. Make sure you volunteer at your local animal shelter, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in Starfield.